The flight attendant grabbed my wrist before boarding. Her whispered warning saved me from the perfect rewind waiting at my destination. I was 23, rushing to catch my flight to Denver to finally meet my long-distance Brewan of 8 months. We connected through a photography forum, FaceTimed daily, and planned our future together. The diamond promise ring he'd mailed last week sparkled on my finger as I handed my boarding pass to the flight attendant. That's when she grabbed my wrist, not roughly but firmly enough to surprise me. "Can I speak with you for a moment?" she asked quietly, guiding me aside while another attendant took over scanning passes. I thought she was going to comment on my overstuffed carry-on, but instead she lowered her voice. "This is inappropriate, and I could lose my job. But are you traveling to meet someone you've never met in person?" My stomach dropped. "How did you know that?" "Because I was you 2 years ago." Her eyes darted around nervously. "The man you were meeting, does he have an explanation for why he can only FaceTime at specific times? Does he have a story about an ex who was crazy or obsessed with him?" The accuracy of her questions made my hand shake. "He says his ex is unstable. That's why he's careful about social media." "How could you possibly know that?" She took a deep breath. "Because they used the same playbook. The man I met in Denver wasn't single. He wasn't even divorced like he claimed. His business trips were when his wife visited family. He had 4 different women visiting on rotation." I felt sick. Maybe it's a coincidence. Listen, flights to Denver board at this gate 3 times a week. "I've seen the pattern." She pulled up her phone and showed me a private Instagram page. "I started this after it happened to me. 32 women have shared nearly identical stories about men in Denver using photography forums as hunting grounds." I stared at photo after photo of smiling women, holding promise rings. "You're Elise and wear to mine. Your Jason is probably not named Jason. When you land, he'll have an excuse for why you can't go to his place right away. He'll take you to a rental apartment he'll claim as his, but something will be wrong with it tomorrow, forcing you to leave early." My heart pounded as she described exactly what Jason had told me yesterday. But his apartment had plumbing issues, but he booked us somewhere special for our first night. With trembling fingers, I checked the Instagram page she'd shown me. In the group chat, I typed Jason's phone number. Within seconds came the reply. "That's Mark. He got me last year, still married with kids." I didn't board that flight. Instead, I sat in the airport bar sending our conversations to the women in the group. They helped me craft a message to Jason saying my flight was cancelled, but I'd rebooked for tomorrow. His response, a photo of flowers on what he claimed was his bed, with the caption "Waiting for you." One of the women immediately recognized the bedspread from a rental listing she'd been taken to. That flight attendant broke protocol and risked her job because she recognized something in my excited, nervous expression. She'd seen too many times before I changed my phone number the next day, but kept the promise ring and the reminder that some mornings come from unexpected places. And sometimes the most important journeys are the ones we don't take.